Hey guys, what's up? How's it going? Welcome back to another episode of the Hubrik Show. With your host Shaf Hashim and Monashwini from Hubrik Media. So guys, hope you guys are doing well and you guys been enjoying the short episodes. So today we have a follow-up, kind of following up from the last episode that we actually discussed. So Monash, what are we discussing today? What is the topic of today's discussion?
Yeah, last couple of episodes, a quick recap, yeah. We were talking about changing a mindset of business, yeah, in terms of sales and marketing. So we've been encouraging people to do new initiatives and to see what's actually working.
Basically not stop even the initiative, like get started again with initiatives, yeah.
Put the right systems in place, put the tools in place, measure what's working. Now we have already done that, or probably you've started a couple of them and you're looking at some results. Now you're in a state where you want to figure out what's really working and actually scale them up. So Shiv, give us an example of a campaign that we usually run.
So I'm going to give a very technical or a tactical example is based, now some of you saw the previous video and decided, you know what, I'm going to get started, okay, with the marketing campaigns, or I'm going to get started with marketing, and the first thing that I will do is, okay, you know what, I'll not take much risk. I will go with running Google AdWords campaigns because that is something that can give me leads immediately. Now, after the first week, 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, 1 week later, you will have some data. Okay. Now, this is for people who actually are the people who actually look at your campaigns once you turn it on. Now, once you start looking at this, you will see some differences between the campaigns that you're actually running. Like there'll be a particular ad set or a particular ad that is actually doing very well. In regards to doing very well is, for example, the cost per click might be very low and you might be getting more leads out of these particular ad set, yeah, on Google AdWords. And this is equally applicable to Facebook or any other platform. Now, ideally what I would do as an intelligent marketer or a marketer who wants to actually scale, what I will do is I will actually scale the one that is actually working. In simple terms, I'm going to turn off all the other ad sets which are not performing very well. Yeah. So I'm going to put more money on the one that is actually doing very well. Now, this could be because of various reasons. Sometimes it is easy to understand, but sometimes it's not easy to understand. It could be because of the content on the ad. It could be because of the artwork or the creative they are seeing. Or it could be because of a particular kind of landing page that you're using. So instead of, okay, that is something that you can drill down later on, but immediately what will you do? Ideally, what you should be doing is that you need to scale, put more money so that you can actually get more results. So this is what we call it as scaling what works. Now, I think Monash has a very other interesting twist to it.
Yeah, I mean, this comes from a conversation I recently had with one of the business owners. Yeah. So this is an ideal, typical small to medium business. The business is probably 30 to 40 man organization. And when we were discussing of how we can actually scale his business, one very interesting fact came out that all or most of his business actually comes because of that individual, because of the network that he has, the reputation that he has, and how he's well connected and has a relationship in the market. So this is something which is not very scalable in the generic term. We wanted to see how we can actually scale what's working.
And I think, Monash, this is more or less, we are in UAE, in Dubai specifically, it's end of the day, it really comes down to, okay, being 10 years in this business, yeah, we've actually seen this, which is very real. Most of the time, the majority of the business that we get at Hubrik is referral. Okay.
And it's because of, probably because of us. As
and whenever, like me or Monash, we are directly involved in this particular discussion, the probability of businesses converting or the lead converting customer is very high, because here, quite traditional here, people really want to trust who they're actually dealing with. And compared to European markets, the US and Europe, it's completely different. A Skype call is more than enough. Here they have to see you. They look at how you're presentable, what it is and what you've done, who they know in your similar network. So this is something very, very true, and this is quite common here.
And the solution to that is something like what we're doing now. We're actually trying to scale what is not scalable. I cannot replicate myself into multiple copies. Neither can Shiaf do it. Neither can a lot of businesses like an SME business. So a way to scale that is to use content, to probably show what's going behind the scene, the work that you're doing. Actually put that and put yourself out there, put content out there to show and to pass trust that you have a big team behind you and you can actually take a business.
I think to put it into context, it's basically you are the person who is bringing the business. So how can you scale yourself? So offline, you cannot scale yourself much because you cannot have 5 of Shiaf or 5 of Monash. But online, at a time, you can 1,000 people can see Shiaf, 10,000 people can see Shiaf, or 1 million people can see Shiaf. So again, simplifying it is basically you can create videos, you can write blog posts, you can actually be a guest in a show, you can be part of a podcast. So the whole idea is, and the best example over here is, let's take Gary Vee as an example. Yeah, I think Gary Vee is the perfect example for this, where he has many people. I don't know if many of you even know, like he has an agency called VaynerMedia, where they have like top Fortune 500 companies are their clients. Now, if you look at the social media, right, Gary Vee has close to 8 million followers, whereas the VaynerMedia's page only has 203,000 followers.
And Gary Vee is probably a person because of which a lot of business goes to the company. And that company is probably a 700-man organization in probably 4 or 5 countries. So this is how scaling, especially what is not possible, is actually done using content and digital. So this is probably the takeaway we want to give is scaling can be done in multiple ways.
Yeah, becoming the authority as well, positioning yourself as the authority in that particular niche. Because see, the most easiest advice that a digital marketer would give is, you know what, if this is working, why don't you start a website? Why don't you start a social media page? But instead of doing this for your website or for your business, I think you should invest that on your personal profile, because this is also something me and Monash have seen. When we actually put something up on the Uberic Media LinkedIn pages, okay, compared to when we put this particular video, depending on where you might be seeing this on Monash feed or you might be seeing this on my LinkedIn feed, the kind of mileage it actually gives through our page is very less compared to how much mileage it gets on the LinkedIn, our company page. So definitely guys, the biggest takeaway is, if you are that person, scale yourselves online. Or if there is something else in your business that is working, definitely scale. So that's all for today's episode, guys. We will see you in the next episode, and let us know what you guys think. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.